I got you stuck off the realness, the realness, the realness.
R.I.P. Damn, man. I could really say that, yo. You got a lot to do with what's real out here, man. M.O.B. forever. I love you. Infamous forever. Hey, Thug, man, I'ma make it live on. R.I.P. to the H&I.C. I grew up off your tunes like I was Mobb Deep.
What's good? What's good, baby? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, kid?
Megastar TV. This is a continuation from 42nd Street. We up on 145th side of things. You know what I'm saying? We always letting you know our location. Right here in Harlem, World, west side of Broadway. We here with my gunner. You know what I'm saying? Danny Johnson, straight out of Yonkers.
Me, Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon. Yeah. I always get it confused because it's so close. It's like, right, you know what I'm saying, like fucking neighbors.
It's all good.
You know what I mean?
You know, much love to the whole Westchester County though, you know, but shout out to everybody in my hometown, Mount Vernon, you know.
Word. So what's good, bro? We gonna continue from where we left off, you know what I'm saying, and highlighting some of the you know, artists, celebrities that's actually doing something good for the community and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, with the conscious, you know, spreading back to the kids and the youth. You know what I'm saying? You know, just in general, you know, we see that you've been riding out with Black Rolling Stones, Megastar brand, and that, you know, the young king ATHUGBRS. What made you, you know, levitate to that brand?
Well, me and ATHUGBRS met on 125th Street. I was it was actually almost a year ago today that I was, you know, walking around Harlem. I was out, you know. I was in Harlem, you know, for the day, you know, shopping some clothes, you know, just walking on the strip, and we happened to run into each other. I saw him, he had his own vendor right across from the Apollo Theater, and I was checking out some of his clothing, and then, you know, I realized, you know, as we started to talk, we began to see how much we had in common, the same mindset, and then, unfortunately, after the conversation, the rest has been history. We started you know, a business, you know, a friendship, you know, like a bond, you know, where it's like I could even call him up, talk to him about whatever, how I'm feeling, you know. It's not just business, it's also a personal thing because he listens, and I feel that, you know, in the communities that we should support brothers and sisters who are entrepreneurs and trying to make a living for themselves. You know, it's clothing, you know, their clothing brands, whatever it is, anything, juice bars, clothing brands, because there's a lot going on in the black community. It's a lot of brothers and sisters that's trying to make a living for themselves. That's, you know, entrepreneurs that you probably wouldn't hear about. And they're out there doing their thing, man. You know, just shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing. Everybody in the community.
Okay, so what you think about this? ATHUGBRS calls out Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? With the whole situation or the beef behind that or whatever that is. What do you think about that situation?
Well, I feel like ATHUGBRS to me had a point in Young Thug and calling out Young Thug, because Young Thug is someone who I consider a culture vulture. You know, I feel like he's somebody that's being used to poison the minds of the youth. You know, and I don't want to sound like a hater or anything, but I grew up on real hip hop. You know, right. I grew up on music such as like Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, Mobb Deep, Nas, Jay-Z, Big L, just Pun, you know, Wu-Tang Clan. I'm just naming a few greats. Just naming a few greats off the top of my head that I grew up to. DMX. Right. And I feel like I came up on at a time when music was where it was based on your skill level. You know, the lyrics. You know, the lyrical content. You know, it meant something where back then the standard in hip hop was different. And I feel like as of today, I feel certain arts are being promoted to poison the minds of our youth. You know, I feel like coonery is being intentionally promoted. You know, the way guys are dressing, the lyrics, it's like they only see it as a way to make a quick hustle. They don't put pride into their craft. You know, and now I see that, you know, music has now, I'm not saying not everybody is a lyricist. You know, you got some people that make music for the parties and the clubs, and that's cool. But I feel it's the way you stay in your lane.
Okay, let's pause and let's go into the Young Thug. We're gonna play some of the lyrics in the background for some of the people who haven't heard it, and then we're gonna just analyze some of the bars, and you just give some feedback on what you feel, alright? Okay, we back on.
This is more than just
This is the Young Thug joint, which is on iTunes right now.
marketing scheme, man.
Video on YouTube, you know what I mean? Go check that out, everybody. This is what we talking about right here. We need a reaction. What y'all feel about that?
It's me, ATHUGBRS.
We here with the one and only Danny J.
H&I-C voice, you not Pac, dummy. I hit your ass up like I'm Pac's homie. Pray to me, Metro Boomin got you hot money. Be humble, sit down before you flop, dummy. I'm all the way up like the rock saw me. Unstoppable force for that top money. Don't get gas, fuck your spot money. You hilarious dude, Richard Pryor funny. Thanks for fucking
New song, y'all.
Bitch, what you talking? That's not a language. Your style broke.
Go check out that Prodigy, Love Poem, Black Power single, Island Girl, and Black Lives Matter.
I do it for Huey P. I do it for Prodigy. I do it for Malcolm X. I do it for Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Black Rolling Stone just killed this kid, no conspiracy. Young who? I ain't even gonna say dog, cause that's fucking me. These dudes think they the new pop. I got the juice like I rule the block. Ain't nothing new, you's a fool.
Look at those projects, go get that, baby. Support that.
These dudes think that they the new pop. I got the juice like I rule the block. Ain't nothing new, you's a fool. To ever think that you's the new pop. You niggas wanna look like Pac, get shot like Pac, get locked like Pac, but guess what? You never be Pac. That shit you can't, I can't record it. No realness.
This is the Megastar project. It's on there. Go get that. Order that. Download that.
Zero. Usually a villain, but on this I'm a hero. You always say what you gonna do, Miss Cleo.
All right, so let's get into it. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn that down in the background and let that rock out for them. But we want to see, like, just off of that. You know what I'm saying? That's like half the track. What you think about that? You know what I mean?
I'm ghetto heaven, like Pac and Big. You an imitation, Michael Trapson.
What you think about that?
Yo, man,
There's no competition.
It looked like you was sort of just in the zone right now.
Yeah, I was in the zone because I was trying to, listen to the lyrics, rather than jump to conclusions. But that, I feel like that's coming from a person that's passionate about their craft, and who's passionate about who knows hip hop. And I understand what he's saying. The lyrics is harsh, but I'm listening to the content behind his lyrics, and he's really, he's calling out for Young Thug. What he's actually been doing is he's trying to consider himself the new Pop, using his name, I feel, to promote himself or sell records. But I feel the same way ATHUG feels, because a lot of these rappers want to be Pac in terms of getting shot or going to jail or being, getting into fights, whatever crime, and they think, and I think they don't see that Pac was much more than that, and what he's doing, what Young Thug is doing is, he wants to be Pac in terms of getting shot or going to jail, but what they don't understand is that Pac was a revolutionary. He doesn't want to be a voice to help inspire the generation, and that's what Pac did, and he doesn't want to do that, because I recall an interview, matter of fact, when he was on the red carpet, a young lady asked him,
right, let's go to that interview. They was actually asking him, what's up with Black Lives Matter? This is when everything, like every other week, it was something like that happening, like a tragedy. And how could you say that? How could you be so heartless to actually sit back and be like, oh, nah, I'm iced up, I'm iced out. We leave that up to the critics, like we don't care about that shit. Everybody could go Google that and find out what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that don't rub you and you still out there thinking that shit is cool, then there's something wrong with you. It's not only just Young Thug, it's whoever's actually buying those records, listening to that, bumping to that in the club too. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Because unless you ain't see that, you could go Google that and let us know what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't real. That ain't real right.
Absolutely, that's a facade. I consider that a facade.
Exactly. So, would you say that A Thug is just like, you know what I'm saying? You know, basically trying to throw shots just so he could get his name out there?
Absolutely not, because he's making a point. I feel like the only way I can say this is someone for fame is when they don't have they don't do their background and check the facts. And right here, it's been factual that we see who Young Thug is. Like you go back.
So do you feel like A Thug is making anything up about him, or do you think he's going straight for the facts of how Young Thug is actually putting himself out there and then putting that shit right back into his face, because that shit is trash? You feel me?
I feel A Thug is going back, you know, studying the facts and putting out there what's in his face and what he said. I feel he's calling out for exactly what he's done.
So, okay.
You know, like I want to also go touch on a comment where he said, "I'm iced out, we having money, I'm having fun," but that shows you the definition right there of a puppet master. Because A Thug has if you go look on one of A Thug's songs, he has a song called Puppet Master where he's calling out people who are rich, famous, making their money, you know, mastering their craft. I guess you could say some are mastering their craft, which I don't know what I'll be hearing nowadays, but he's calling those that who are in the business, but they're rich slaves.
Right. That's right. So, right now, the bottom line of the message, what you think of that song, is to basically be yourself as an artist. Don't try to ride the wave of other people, and don't do coonery shit just for attention. And definitely as a people, even if you don't find it in yourself to care about your own people, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is some savage shit, but a lot of people, what you think about this word savage that everybody throwing around? Like, I think that it like almost promotes like just being like a person that don't give a fuck about nobody else but they self and they money. You know what I'm saying? In a way, I don't know, maybe I got it wrong, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? But that word is just, you know what I'm saying, like, how could you be a king in the savage? It don't make no sense. How could you be a god in the savage? It really don't go together. I mean, does it go together for you?
Nah, it doesn't go together for me. I don't know, it's like the rapper 21 Savage, you know, I don't know why these guys attach their names to being a savage as a cool thing. I guess maybe that's what they glorify being, but you can't be a king and a savage. I always remind, you know, our black brothers, this is that we're gods and goddesses by nature, so, but I feel those who do that, they lack knowledge of self.
That's right, that's a fact. We can't be mad at them, you know what I'm saying? They need to come build with us, you know what I'm saying? We'll tell them, we not trying to, you know what I'm saying, we trying to pinpoint, so, you know what I'm saying, y'all could get knowledge of self and realize, you know what I'm saying, how y'all promoting this stuff in the wrong way. Y'all not doing it right. Y'all need to watch how Black Rolling Stones, you know what I'm saying, watch these interviews and learn how to get your mind right, you know what I mean? For real.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go into the next topic. As you can see, A Thug addresses, he also exposes the real from the fake. So in that Prodigy tribute, you know what I'm saying, let's go into that record right here, because that was a dope video. Shout out in Queensbridge. Okay. That's like where A Thug is actually showing dumb love to one of the artists that he grew up and listened to and all that. What do you think about that?
About the Prodigy tribute?
Yeah, what you think about the Prodigy tribute, bro?
I was really touched by it because, you know, put it this way, as a fan, I still don't think he's gone because it don't feel real to me, because Prodigy, you know, when he came out, man, 95, that was such a great era in hip hop. You know, he was killing every verse, from Infamous to Hell on Earth, Murder Music. And then, you know, it's just like for him to all of a sudden not be here, you know, it's just like, is this real? Because like as time went on, he became more wise. He was trying to drop knowledge in his lyrics, you know, other than the gritty shit he's known to drop, you know?
Right.
And as time went on, he started to get, you can see he was gaining knowledge of self. Maybe he already had it, but he started to inspire and drop knowledge to his lyrics because he became more wise as he got older, as every wise man should do. And I think Prodigy's one of the best to ever do it. It's not gonna be another him, and you know, my condolences go out to his family, the whole Mob Deep, Havoc, you know, Big Twins, Infamous Mob, you know, shout out to Queensbridge, you know, he lives on through the music.
Right. So like, that's getting back to the brain food. As you can see, when Prodigy almost like, you know, he sort of made a shift with the music. He got to a conscious wave and he switched up the frequency.
Yes.
He's like doing almost like the same thing that A-Thug is doing right now. Wouldn't that have been a hell of a collaboration?
I think that would have been a hell of a collaboration had they got to collaborate, because I think because he's independent, I think Prodigy would have loved that about him, that he's in his own lane, you know, doing himself.
Right, exactly. So like, so you believe, like, you know what I'm saying, like, in a sense, like, you know, artists should spit out, give some brain food, give some food for thought so people could think about, instead of just, you know what I mean, talking about the norm, like, you know, in a sense, like, you know what I mean. Do you feel like that could even help raise the consciousness for the people?
Absolutely, because I feel music is supposed to music comes through from the heart. It's a message that you want to send to your fans. You know, I'm really not knocking those who do make, you know, hits for the club, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, if you wanna make music for the ladies, or like you wanna be like in a Drake's, or even like Jay-Z. I remember Jay-Z, what made him so unique is that he was able to, you know, be super lyrical and then have hits for the club. Just using that as an example.
Right.
You know, but I think also music has to have balance.
What do you think about an artist like Jay-Z? Like, you know, you remember, you know what I'm saying, back when Cam and Jay-Z was dissing, we really didn't know that Jay-Z actually, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, bit off of like so many different artists, from like Nas, Tupac, Rakim, you know, Biggie, like almost like 57 times, you know what I'm saying. Which shout out to Jay, like, you know what I'm saying, like he definitely inspired me a lot, you know what I'm saying. But then, like, I have to say, on the flip, I would have to say, like, as a real artist, a real writer, a real MC, whatever, you know what I'm saying, because we always dealing with the real side of things. Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, as being a hip-hop artist, like, just, we understand you bigging up, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, your bro, whatever, maybe reenacting some of his lyrics, I mean, you know, sampling or whatever, but do you think, like, you know, the way he did a lot of things, like, you know, I could even play that?
Thank you. I'm a song way from the RTC. I wrote BSMM. Now we YSL in a
Fuck this is more than just a little diss record or whatever, or some motherfucking marketing scheme, man. This is spiritual lyrical warfare, man. God of the gods, Black Rolling Stones, nigga, that's what it is. It's me, ATHUGBRS. I said this shit, you heard? H&I-C voice, you not Pac, Dunny. I hit your ass up like I'm Pac's homie. Pray to me, Metro Boomin got you hot money. Be humble, sit down before you flop, dummy. I'm all the way up like the rock sign me. Unstoppable force for that top money. Don't get gas, fuck your spot money. You hilarious dude, Richard Pryor funny. Thanks for fucking up hip hop, bitch. What you talking? That's not a language. Your style broke. It need maintenance. Street sweeper, case slate sweep you, no hesitation. I do it for Huey P. I do it for Prodigy. I do it for Malcolm X. I do it for Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Black Rolling Stone just killed this kid, no conspiracy. Young who? I ain't even gonna say dog, cause that's fucking me. These dudes think they the new Pac. I got the juice like I rule the block. Ain't nothing new, you's a fool, to ever think that you the new Pac. These dudes think that they the new Pac. I got the juice like I rule the block. Ain't nothing new, you's a fool, ooh, to ever think that you's the new pop, Thugger. You niggas wanna look like Pac, get shot like Pac, get locked like Pac, but guess what? You never be Pac. That shit you kick, I can't record it. No realness in your rap, no need to record it. Call a coroner, saran wrap 'em for playing zero.